And it's all there. They didn't lose a penny. There's over $2 trillion invested in treasuries. And most people consider treasuries, U.S. treasuries, the safest investment in the world. So when I ask people, well, if you're unhappy with Congress putting the money in treasuries, what would you have put the money in? And they can't answer that question.
Sure.
Now, let's compare and contrast this with a story that broke this week about the San Diego County Pension Fund. They're finally coming out of the ether that they need to put money in treasuries, and so they've determined that 40% of their portfolio should be in United States treasuries. The problem is, George, to date they only have 6.6% of their trust fund account in treasuries, and consequently, in the second quarter, they lost another $488 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost $500 million. If they can continue with their incompetence, pretty soon they won't be able to pay the retirees their benefits. And there's really no reason. You know, they paid some guy $1.5 million a year to invest the money, and he's lost another $500 million. It doesn't take any brains to put all of the money into treasuries, following the model of the Social Security Trust Fund, because when you're dealing with people's retirement money, isn't it all about capital preservation? And what good is it to chase a 10 or 8% return if you're hemorrhaging and you're losing hundreds of billions of dollars every quarter?
Well, listen, I understand where you're going with this, and certainly what's happened in recent years with the stock market has caused a lot of people to just sour and move away from there. Realize that it would. I am 100% in agreement that the Social Security Trust Fund should be invested in nothing but U.S. Treasury obligations. No argument there. I also realize that we will return to some semblance of order. You may not agree, but we will return to some semblance of order in here eventually. And we will go back to that point in time when investments in financial assets will be rewarding. I would also say this, and I want to get to some other calls, Jack. I always appreciate your thoughts because you put a lot of effort into them. As misguided people as people are about how the money is used in the Social Security Trust Fund, they are equally misadvised as to how talk of of creating personal Social Security accounts that would allow you access to other types of investments are involved. No one is suggesting that the Social Security Trust Fund should follow the route of the San Diego pension program and invest just 6% of its money into Treasury securities. But I would sure wish that they would give to people the opportunity to take a small portion of their own money, if at a margin 10% at the most. And allow them to have the ability to guide that money in a way that they feel would be more rewarding for them. It would pay off handsomely. It always has, and it always will, given the amount of time. Today, I would suggest, obviously, a person that's approaching retirement wouldn't want to do that, but somebody in their 20s and 30s could benefit dramatically from privatizing a portion of that money.
Well, George, I tell you, the next time I call, let's talk about high-frequency trading, and you'll see how it will fit into this conversation.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, we'll do that, Jack.
Thanks, George.
All right, thanks for your call. That's the last thing I was thinking of was high-frequency trading, but that's fine. A couple of things. A caller asked about the seminar tomorrow that we're doing at the Oasis Center, in the Macy's department store, in Fashion Valley Shopping in Mission Valley Shopping Center, right next to Seau's Restaurant. That's the one we're talking about. Is there any cost for the seminar? There is no cost to become a member of Oasis. There is, I believe, a $6 cost for the workshop. And again, I provide you with lots of handouts and 2 hours of my time talking about investing for income. So I hope you can come out and join us again. That's the first time I've blown that. Okay, it's at the Macy's department store on the third floor of the Macy's department store in the Mission Valley Shopping Center. It's the Oasis Center, and the class is at 10:15. The doors open at 10 o'clock. It's too late to call anybody. There wouldn't be anybody there today or tomorrow morning either. So just come on out if you want to be there for the workshop. By the way, I haven't mentioned this today, and I want to get it out here before the program ends. The special offer that we have on our newsletter. I only do this once a year. And that's to offer people a chance to subscribe to Investing for Rookies and get 15 issues for the price of 12. It's a heck of a deal. You subscribe now and you'll get the last 3 issues for 2010 plus the next 12 issues in 2011. So you get 15 issues for the price of 12. Plus, you also get the 2 special reports, the Dividend Aristocrats, as well as the report Investing on Your Own that I wrote about how to buy stocks directly and not go through a broker, how you can do this with small amounts of money and really get the most for your money that way. And it's the way I invest in the stock market. Almost every stock I own, I've bought through direct purchase programs. And we also give you a list of all the companies that have direct purchase programs. So that's something we give to our new subscribers as well. But the big deal right now, and we only offer it for another week or two, is to subscribe now and you'll get 15 issues for the price of 12, the last 3 issues for 2010, and then all 12 issues for 2011. All of that for just $29. Send the $29 to Rookie, Rookie. The newsletter is Investing for Rookies. Send it to Rookie, P.O. Box 1969, Carlsbad 92018. That's P.O. Box 1969, Carlsbad 92018. $29 gets you the 15 issues for the price of 12, plus the 2 special reports. We'd love to have you join the family of subscribers to my newsletter, Investing for Rookies. All right, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back and wrap it up as we continue Money in the Morning on AM 600 KOGO, San Diego's news and talk station.
Your money, your weekend. This is Your Money Weekend on AM 600 KOGO, San Diego's news and talk station.
12:49 as we put the wraps on this edition of Money in the Morning right here on AM 600 KOGO, San Diego's news and talk station. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Kevin Finnerty's in the studio here, and he's going to be hosting the program, co-hosting the program that comes up right after Money in the Morning, and it's all about movies. Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks. Good to be here.
We used to see each other all the time when he was producing the morning programs and directing the morning programs here with back in the old days, and so we don't get to see each other nearly often enough, but this will be great that I'll have a chance to visit. Tell everybody what's coming up on the show today.
Well, what we've got coming up is we've got actually a lot of movies this week. We got a movie that's getting a lot of critical acclaim called Town. It's a gritty crime drama starring Ben Affleck. He also directs the film, and it co-stars Jeremy Renner. So we're going to be talking about that and reviewing that.
Gritty's a good word from what I understand.
Gritty is exactly what it is, but there's also a lot more to it. It's funny because if you see the trailer, when I saw the trailer, I thought, this trailer is guilty of doing exactly what I always complain about. It's giving too much away. There's a lot more that's not in the trailer that'll surprise you.
Good.
Then we got a movie aimed at the teenage crowd called Easy A, starring a young actress who I think is very talented and up-and-coming, Emma Stone. And we've got something for the kids, finally. A lot of people have been coming to me. A lot of my married friends have been coming to me saying, is there anything out there for the kids? I can't. Ever since basically Toy Story 3 and Despicable Me, there's not much out there. We've got an animated film called Alpha and Omega about wolves and packs and tribes. And so we got that to review. Plus, we're going to pay a tribute to actor Kevin McCarthy and Harold Gould, who passed away earlier this week.
Couple of great character actors that McCarthy goes back to the original Body Snatchers.
The original, and still the best in this critic's opinion.
No doubt about that, man. I'm with you there. When you couldn't use special effects to scare the bejeebers out of people, and you had to do it with photography and the sets and the shadings because it was black and white, made for a great movie. But that'll be neat. I'll listen in for that.
Well, thanks. And that still ends up on my top 10 scariest films of all time because when I saw that as a kid, the original, and then when it ended, my parents looked at me and said, "Okay, time for bed," and I'm like, "What?
Not going to happen
sleep now."
That's awesome stuff. Great to see you again. And that show comes up right after Monday morning. Very much the case. Good to see you again, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks a lot. That'll be fun. That's good stuff. We're going to go from this business to show business right after Money in the Morning, so stick around for that. All right, we got time to squeeze in a couple more calls. We'll do that. 877-600-1130. I did it again. My mind is just, I know. But I've only actually gone full bore with it two times. 800-600-56. Can you just play music for the next 5 minutes or so? Our 858 area code 569-8255. We're going to talk some more about Social Security. Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
Hello, George. I don't know if it was a guest or a previous caller who said that the Social Security Trust Fund is okay, that it's a legitimate concept for Congress to put to take Social Security taxes and, quote, buy Treasury bills?
Well, that's not exactly what he said. He didn't say it was okay. He said that that they haven't lost any money like other pension funds have.